operational valuation model for a sustainable transition, integrating circular economic principles and climate resilience. Okay, we will summarize this presentation with this index: introduction, the challenge, research question, research objective, methodological approach, and next step, and expect outcomes. First, the introduction. Let's start. Okay, we can see here our words that there are many cities, like the yellow points are the cities that are growing so fast. Now we have in our world more than 8 billion people, so we have real problem that in relation with climate change. Our population are increasing a lot, so our cities have more than 50% of urban population. So urban areas are increasing, so we can see here some countries that are even in the bulk of the percentage of the world. Like for example, Peru has 79% of urban areas. So we have to focus in what is happening, what is going on in urban areas. So what is happening is these pictures. These pictures we can see the differentiation of different lands that are so expensive, so beautiful that all people want to live there, that millions of people live there. And on the other side, we can see slums. We can see the necessity. People need to survive. People need to live, to have the basic needs. So what is Harvard say is when the city grows, not only economic growth, not only economic should grow, but also inequalities grow too. We have now inequalities that we can see in this picture, the differentiation of different lands and also the value of different lands. And one concept that is so important for the research is resilience, because in these scenarios, people need to fight to eat, to organize themselves and to survive, because that people that are like doing these problems in our world is because they need to eat, they need to survive. And resilience is the word that is focused in this research also. So, but we have global problems, global like migration because the climate change, the environmental problems that we have, like also these lands that are like facing, and also about the energy situation. So talking about real estate valuation, cities need new real estate valuation, the differentiation for sustainable purposes that include also circular economic, climate resilience, and diverse value to drive sustainable transformation, because we need to change the way how we're living, the way how new real estate is evaluated. So, but what is happening now in Europe? We have the European Green Deal in 2019 that says that for the 2050, the carbon neutral, we should reach that. And every year the temperature is increasing. So it's because population, because the energy situation, because many aspects. So governments are trying to fight this increase of the temperature in our world. So, and also we have like European Taxonomy for Sustainable Finances, energy performance of building directives, that also some labels of buildings should, for the 2030 should be at A, B, or C, not more, because if we will go more, we will not able to sell or to buy. And that's kind of all these actions that the governments are doing now should be also emphasized for sustainable purposes. However, for this shift in real estate valuation to be effective, policies must be context sensitive and locally grounded, ensuring that sustainable frameworks are not only applied uniformly for one territory, but also adapt to the specific socio-environmental realities of different territories, not only one territory, not only thinking and research only one. We need different contexts, different territories, because this is how our life is. Conventional building valuation models are no longer sufficient in the face of growing climate risks and energy demands. They fail to capture the ecological, social, and long-term resilience benefits offered by circular strategic and co-design nature-based solution, and multidimensional approach is urgently needed to reflect the true value of sustainable urban regenerations. We have here some concepts, for example, about what is written in UNEP, traditional real estate models, reinforcing spatial vulnerability and social exclusions, that we need also to use in digital tools like artificial intelligence, and also the multi-criteria analysis to solve that problem. And very quickly, I want to summarize one situation that is in my country. This is in Lima. In Lima, there are like a buildings like this. Those of my picture and my research also. Buildings that are deposits. That these kind of buildings are affecting the historical center in our city, in our place. And what is happening here? That the government wants to demolish. Or not only the government, people wants to demolish that building because that affecting the quality of life and also many fires every month almost. But thinking about sustainable purposes, thinking about our challenge that we have in our world, from the locally, with resilience, we need to transform demolition into regeneration. Not only thinking about delay that and demolish, but also regenerate the building, regenerate the situation that we are facing in our cities. So locally resilience, demolition, regeneration are the concepts to create a learner. That is a purpose, the resilience to regenerate these kind of buildings that we don't want to demolish. So, but starting from the local action. So local actors, local partners, local networks. So a learner is a research proposal that introduces a multidimensional real estate valuation model to support sustainable transition, emphasizing local participation, climate resilience, circular economic principles, reimagine demolition and underused lands as a key resources. Valuation is positioned as a tool for urban regeneration and collective transformation. So this is the purpose. Our research question is how can collaborate spatial regeneration dynamics be activated using circular economic demolition waste flows and also the term of vulnerable communities to support co-production, resilience, and low carbon diverse environments, and also the evaluation tools to integrate all these contexts for the government also. The research objectives, they will develop collaborative platforms using GIS for mapping vulnerabilities, define also circularity and resilience indicators to co-production spatial information systems, and build multi-stakeholder spatial decision support systems that incorporates both quantity and quality stakeholders' inputs. And also create community workshop, that is the core because we need to start from locality, so to create workshops and toolkits to support local capacity buildings, propose governance frameworks and policy instruments. And the overall objective is to develop and validate an inclusive open source valuation model, a learner that treats urban space as a platform for negotiation, cooperation, and transformation. And the methodological approach is first to connect, to start with mapping, and then co-create with the people that live in the areas that are in the case studies, and also regeneration, and then take the place to develop local solution for local actors, and finally institutionalize funding, they create the policies and also the model. And the next steps in the first years is first analyze the two case scenarios in Lima and Rabat, because both scenarios are like amazing, and I love with these scenarios for the problems. And also in the second years, Rishikesh and Dubai, that is extremely different and different contexts. What I mentioned in the beginning is that we have to co-design in different kind of cities and scenarios because it's how our world works. We need to put not only one territory and to analyze that, but also analyze in different scenarios like those. And also visit this in Rishikesh in India. It's amazing how the regeneration of the models and also the nature-based, rip of nature-based. And the third year to analyze all that, to find the evaluation and cities preparation applications, and also to publish and to prepare for the stakeholders. No? To summarize, to final speech with expected outcomes, to open source valuation tool to have these results, and also to local validation indicators that is important for circular urban regenerations, to multi-stakeholder spatial decision support system for inclusive planning, and embedding all these values and system thinking into build environmental. This research aims to transform valuation from market-oriented practice into catalyst for sustainable and just urban future, and this is what this LR means, that